presentation of the National Football League.
We are just east of the U.S. capital, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. On the visitor's sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His team comes in rested and ready off the midseason bye week. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys come in off what he... Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Everyone loves to dive into whether a bye comes at a good time, a bad time, and I really just think it's a matter of perspective. So here we got a team.
Right at the outset, he lost the football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. It was A.J. Epinesa who brought him down. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to Mixon. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Here's tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll try to run for it. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. He runs with it. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
18 yards on the play.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He's found his receiver, Buche. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down throw for Love. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Coverage by Rocky Sammerstill.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. And in motion is Brown. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll get about 4 to the 29. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd down.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. They try to work the screen with Mixon. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd down. Here's a run, and here's Mixon. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down.
3 yards. And the Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Seattle.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll step up and run. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down.
That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yards, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
This one is caught in the end zone for a touchdown for now. There's a penalty flag back in the backfield.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. Take that touchdown off the board. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down side of the 25-yard line. There's Dan Quinn as his Commanders head back onto the field and try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. To the right side, he finds McMillan. He's close to a 1st down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Coverage
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
That's good for Washington. 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
4 yards. That's another Washington 1st
On
down.
1st down, it's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Love. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Washington Commanders 1st.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Break the Huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the
As we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back.
Holding offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. On 2nd down, Love. He's got it at about the 8. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Washington 1st
It's a gain of 29. And it's 1st and goal. Jacob. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Going on 2nd down, Love. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and They come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Anthony Gould now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25.
On play action, Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. The pressure too much. He goes down. Dallas Turner. He gets there for the sack. Setting up 4th down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he tippy-toes around the defenders for a gain of 5 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Love. He gets that to his big target there. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down. Over the middle of the big target, Fant. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Washington 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. I don't think it was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. On the bootleg, it's Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Commanders.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
McPherson, good on the extra point. The Commanders will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On first down, Daniels. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second.
On second down, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go. Now, flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Man in motion is Brown. Throwing on second down, Daniel. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the shotgun on third down, Daniel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10.
27 yards. That's good for a Seahawks. First down. A gain of 27 on the play. First down.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Shaq Thompson comes up to the tackle. Second down and 8. Man in motion is Brown. Now Daniels. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
A run here with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Give an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Incomplete. Hubbard standing there, able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
For the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks are back within 5.
Seahawks 9.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. But Commanders offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We go play action with Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2.
It's a gain of 35.
Back to throw. And he lost the football. The Seahawks scoop it up. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
Now Daniel throwing off. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Rush to his left. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. This returnable for Naylor. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Love.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second and a yard. From the gun, it's Love. Catch left side is made by Higgins. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First down.
To throw is Love. Over the middle he locates McMillan. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards on the play.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Love to throw it on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. This is 3rd and 6. Love. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. General McMillan was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 57-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Commanders will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Yeah.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's good for a Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And flags come out as that It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Pass caught aside by Vance. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards. That's catch number 5 tonight. And it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On play action, Love. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
First and 10.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 23. Here's second down and 9. Here's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 13.
They'll run the toss to Jacobs. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
This is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 9.
Throwing is Love. And that is incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And now it's fourth down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On first down, Daniel. Back into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
A gain of 12 yards.
They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Joey Porter Jr. that time up to make the play.
1 yard gain. Brings up
They'll go play action here with Daniel. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11. Quickly pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one complete to Higgins. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. Brett McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now Love. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And a minimal gain there. Down to the 20.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop.
20-yard line.
Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Love. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's out of bounds. It would be a first down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Keyshawn Boutte. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver, but like the part that people don't give enough credit to. In order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line allowing allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And in motion is Brown. Daniels now on first down. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Throwing now, Daniels. A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And this is a big problem going the wrong way. Out of bounds well behind the original line of scrimmage. He dives, and what a catch for the first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
On the handoff, running left, it's Mitchell. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Throwing on second down. Daniel. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Got a man, it's Rocket. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
2 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Daniels gonna throw again. He'll step up and run this. And he's gonna slide down with the first down inside the 5.
It's a gain of 8. And the Seahawks first down. First and goal, Seattle.
Now Daniels to the goal line and in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
makes the score. Commanders 29. Seahawks 19.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. Gonna return this from the 10. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
At the 37-yard line. It's a
On second down, Love to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
That's good for a Washington first down.
The middle with Jacobs. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A second down throw for Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This a must stop for this defense. Facing third and long. He's going to air this one out. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively, holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll throw with Daniel. Whoa! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Good for a Seahawks first down.
Throwing is Daniel. That one pulled in by Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
4 yards. Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown.
The RPO. That one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Don't need much. It is third and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find Penny. See me can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. So we get to a pressure kick. And here's Chase McLaughlin. This to get back to a one-possession game. This one has plenty of legs. And it is good. And they are indeed back within one score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Commanders offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And a good one here on the ground. Across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
10 yards on the pickup. In second and inches.
Second and inches. stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And a Washington first down.
Once again, it's Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stopped him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take him down for a loss.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Daniel. They work this out wide to P-Route. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
The RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Looking out of the gun, it's Daniel. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try zone read on 1st and goal. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And now we get a
It's a loss
timeout
of 1.
by the
Brings up
defense.
2nd
The clock
and
stops
goal.
with a minute
On the
50
Seahawks
left in
5-yard
the game.
line.
Now Jacobs. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now Seattle use the final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's so close to breaking the play, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he barrels his way into the end zone. touchdown in this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Seahawks 22.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's complete to lock it outright. Now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the spike as the clock takes under 50 seconds to play. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Seahawks 1st down.
And now they'll spike it with 36 seconds to go. Here's 2nd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's on the former 2nd-round pick, Elton Jenkins. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. To the outside, pitch made by Brown. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for us Seahawks. 1st down.
And they will spike it here with 6 seconds to play. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.